Welcome back to the bubble, ladies and gentlemen, and our Ar-Âdunâim campaign, and episode number 19, I think. In the last episode, we did take Tir Ethraid, which is good, so now we basically don't have any Gondorians in our backs on this side of the map, but we still have the Warriors of Khand, I believe, around these regions, and we still have Gondor to the north, and we will need to start, like, pushing, because Gondor is on its move. Is moving on its way to take the eastern Osgiliath. I don't know what Mordor is up to, but it doesn't seem to be going too well for them, unfortunately. So we really need to step it up a little bit. We are also starting to recruit some of the absolute elites that Ar-Âdunâim can get. The Naru Royal Guard, Royal Legion of Armenelos, the Alcarondas Legion, and also we can get some better cavalry. This got me thinking, Alcarondas Faithful. I already have a squad of those that I would much rather try to retrain, to be honest. So, I would like to, we are going to use some of these troops. Not a lot, though. Very few can actually have, it's if we put everyone here, for example, then I think we should be able to collect an army, because we need to take out Mistion, and we'll take a couple of them, but the Alcarondas Faithful I would much rather take to Dol Amroth, where they can be retrained. So that's what we're gonna do. You can let's see if we can move you just somewhere that makes sense. I'm not gonna move you into Linhir because that would be risky. Maybe over to Tarnost for starters, and then we can move you down to Dol Amroth. Let's hope so. And we also started recruiting the elites in Umbar that we can get due to our alliance with Mordor. The Melkor's Executioners, the Melkor's Marksmen, and Âdunâim Shadowbows. So these units are also going to be a heck of a lot of fun to get out into the field. You can move back to Dol Amroth, where you can actually be retrained. So then we have one full stack of seafarers, or one full army at least, one full squad, because they have been hanging around these forts for way too long. The Harad units I won't be able to retrain in this area. I would need to ship them back and forth, etc., and it's just gonna be a nuisance. Another thing, speaking of, we need to just push on Gondor a lot harder. Basically, we need to make Gondor weaker or Mordor stronger, preferably both. And one way we can make Mordor stronger is if we move on Mithlond with an army, take the ring, sail all the way back, and somehow manage to cross into Mordor territory unmolested, because I do believe we need to go to Morannon to drop off the ring, so that's something we need to keep in mind. And we don't have that much more to do here except just taking as many units as possible, get them close to Captain Mistion, and hopefully we will be able to take him out. You could also be able to join, but I'm not really sure I want to do that, because then Tarnos is going to rebel or whatnot, and it's not going to be good. So you stand right here. And then let's see how many of you can actually stand here, because you should assist if we take this army and move out and attack him. Then the units who stand here should assist, but probably he's actually going to pull back. Either way, we are gonna have to try. Let's see, you and you. You and 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 you. Not you. And not you, because I need you in Fanulond. So we can put you here. I don't think they have the movement. They may actually have the movement points. I'm gonna try if we need to put them here, or if we can actually join them up with the army in Linhir. Oh, god dang it. Okay, load that one. I'll be right back in a second. I don't know why the game would have them go all the way around to just go through Linhir, but we will be going over this yet again. Everyone except you stand there. Close enough. So now everyone should be helping And we'll be pulling out with this whole army. Hopefully, we will be able to combine all of our forces. We are so beaten, so worn out, a lot of these troops. But we will have to do this, because I want to wipe out this army that consists of a lot of artillery, some high-tier troops like the Fountain Shield Guard and the Gondor Spearmen. Those are basically the only high-tier troops. Apart from that, we will just need to push to silence the artillery, and then hopefully we will be able to wear them out. The problem with Gondor is they don't use a lot of archers, but they use a crap ton of artillery. So that is something that's not very fun to face, because you will never be able to just skirmish them down, basically, because you'll be slaughtered by the artillery. Either way, we are gonna do this, and hopefully we will win this one. We have reinforcements are 2.3, original is 1.1, so we outnumber them by pretty much 1,000 units. We should be able to do this. No one will be controlled by the AI, so we will try to just combine as many as possible. Maybe you can be used by the AI, because we might need more troops to help. Actually, let's have you. No, because you are the high-tiered one. You're the one I actually want to control. Okay, let's have you be used by the AI. I have no idea how this is going to work out, but we are just gonna have to do the best we can from the situation, basically. And if we manage to take out this Gondorian army, I forgot to quick save before the battle. Hope it doesn't crash. If we're able to wipe out this army, then we at least don't have any Gondorian armies in our Gondorian regions, basically. So then we should be able to just mass up new forces and move out. Let's start doing some fixing of the troops. I don't think I will be using my ballista a lot. Oof, this does not look good, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna have all of them in one line here, just moving straight forward. You, together with the cavalry, will be on one side. Hopefully you will be silencing a bunch of the artillery, and now we can just get going, basically. So all of you, first of all, might want to see if they actually move towards us. Yeah, they do. So then have you start shooting, you and you are shooting. And have this army start walking over here, and hopefully we will be able to just encircle them. The other army is way back here somewhere. Put you on aggressive stance. What can you actually shoot at? Fountain Shield Guard. Of course, that's what you should shoot at. They don't have any cavalry. Also, I'm not quite sure if they... Okay, now they're starting to move up their artillery. Very scary stuff. I'm thinking about just sending you in so I can replace you with a healthier unit. And all of you... Let's see. The ballista is now starting to shoot, which is great. We have a bit of a hill advantage. We just need to keep an eye on the battle timer when we are... Well, the Swedish term is maska, worming, basically. But when we are buying ourselves time this way. Try to aim for the trebuchet. Okay, it said that you could hit it, but for whatever reason you can't. Now, our reinforcements are starting to move in. So let's move you a little bit closer. Run up, maybe. And you are already in a good position on this flank. Here we go. Let's see, not the Ar-Âdunâim sentinels. All of you can start just moving down. Okay, here comes the catapult. Now you run out, run around. And we need to start attacking these things. How fast are you? Golly, you're quick. Let's see. You are shooting. All of you are starting to shoot. The Ar-Âdunâim can actually focus on the Fountain Shield Guard. Everyone else can just shoot at whatever they find, basically. whatever they find tempting to shoot at. Let's see. Try to get a charge off in there. Ballista is shooting overhead, which is great. That was a beautiful hit. Come on. We need to start taking out their artillery, because that's the units I'm really scared of, actually. And here we go. That was not a good charge at all. Actually, might have been. We're gonna have them stay in combat for a little bit and try to get a lot of kills on them. Okay. That is so scary. Let's see if you can start shooting at them. And now things will start going on here. Now you start shooting at something else. You pull back a little bit. And then we need you to attack the other artillery. How are you doing right now? You need to run back. You can attack. You can attack. You can attack. And let's see now. You, I'm gonna want over here. It's good, actually, that they are focusing on... my seafarers. That we basically know that they are focusing on the seafarers. There we go. You stand over there. You run around and do some side flanking actions. Where are you right now? You attack them. I think we're too close to get a charge off, right? No, we were actually not. That's good, because now we will be killing the trebuchet. We also have some ballista crews down here. You have a lot of healthy troops. You attack them. And what you can actually start shooting there right now. Maybe you could get some good sharp shots off there. I don't know where you are right now. Okay, you stop. I think you've done plenty right now. And if we're able to silence that artillery, it would be sweet. You attack them. You need to keep shooting. Okay, those hits were devastating. Okay, maybe you can shoot at that Gondor militia. You attack them in the back, please. How are you doing right now? Actually doing fairly well. Now you go for the catapult, because we desperately need to silence that one. Looks like they are attacking our... Ooh! Like they are going for our Númenórean marksmen right now, which I would actually like to have stay alive, if possible. You attack them. This is pretty messy already. But so far we have lost 4%, killed 43, so I mean, we are doing pretty gosh darn well. The Gondor militia, where are the Lamendon clansmen? Where are the Fountain Shield Guards, I wonder? They are somewhere. I know it. Now, how are you doing? You are going to town on the catapult. That's good. You can maybe get into a position where you can shoot at them. You can help them. Okay, the Gondor militia is actually broken. That is sweet. And so far, okay, you are pretty much going to die any second now, but I'm fine with that. We have a lot of reinforcements. We might also want to check for the general or captain, whoever that is. Gondor militia. My ally is starting to get into the fight as well, which is great. Okay, Lamendon clansmen, start shooting at them, please. Now we have just a free pass to shoot straight into their backs. Beautiful. The captain is dead. It's the Lamendon clansmen. And now a lot of their units should start to break, theoretically. Go for a charge on... Actually, you attack the territorial guardsmen. You can attack the... Okay, there we have the Fountain Shield Guard. You all need to start moving to attack them. You can stop shooting, please. You get into a position to attack them as well. And now you can start going for routing troops. But actually, there aren't that many routing troops to catch. But the few that we find, you are free to obliterate. So far, lost 6%, killed 84. This is going very well. Now we just need to make sure that we kill a whole bunch or take a lot of their units captive. Now, where do you want to go? I don't really think we need to move you anywhere. Now it's just cleanup duty and killing the shield guard. Fountain shield guard. Really scary unit. But eventually, even they become tired. And let's see. There we have a bunch of the routing troops. You go after them, please. You go after them. I don't think you'll be able to catch up with them, actually. We should just have the cavalry do what we pay them to do, which is take prisoners. Provided that we actually have any prisoners to take. Come on. Go after them now, please. We have already wiped out the army. We have 96% of the enemy army wiped out. Now you can go after those Gondor spearmen, and we just need to break or kill. There we go. The Fountain Shield Guard. Actually, we can escape this. So, 6% casualties, sustained and killed 99. I mean, I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. MVPs of this one on 147 seems to be the Númenórean Shield Guard. Beautiful stuff. A lot of units actually crossed the 3-digit mark, which is beautiful. I want to check the archers real quick. Númenórean Marksmen 104. Belegated Archers 13. Belegated Archers 95. What about the Naru? 108. That is actually really good. And our ally, yeah, inflicted 18 casualties. Sustained none, though. So, I mean, I can't be too pissy with that. Beautiful battle, and I'm pretty happy that it went the way it did, because I wouldn't have been surprised if I managed to mess it up in some way, meaning that I took just tremendous amount of casualties. But now I actually have a somewhat healthy army to move into the eastern side of the Gondor region with, and of course execute all of them. I would just love to have a general. Well, we can't always get what we want. You have a lot of troops. Fanulond is a bit vulnerable right now, but we are just going to collect as many units as possible and start going for Brethil, lay siege to Brethil, siege that one down a little bit, and most importantly go for Pelargir, which I am very, very interested in taking. You sit over there where you are free upkeep. Al-Dhanur would also be fun to take. That's a town, while Pelargir is a Gondorian large city. And it's also one, I believe it is, at least, one of the like main Gondorian cities. Minas Tirith, Pelargir, and Dol Amroth, in my opinion, are kind of the... Or maybe it's more in the same area as Western and Eastern Osgiliath, to be fair. But I still think it's a massive city that we do want to take. We could lay siege to Pelargir with, or to Brethil with quite a lot of troops already. Let's see. With all of these units, we could lay siege to Brethil. Unless I'm cheating myself. Let's try. We actually could. Okay, start laying siege, get some rams and whatnot, and some ladders. And I'm going to siege this one for a long time. And hope you can join them as well, and hope that they won't sally out. You can start going to reinforce them, and you will be moving with some units to lay siege to Pelargir. You will join up with these troops, and then you will lay siege to that one. I just hope that Gondor won't sally out with this army. Hopefully they will be... Can we reinforcement from Tarnost? Oh, we can't. But what we can do, have a bunch of units here that we can put just behind them. So if... Let's see if we can join them. Okay, we can't. But we are within attacking distance. So if they sally out, then Captain Mirazor should reinforce Captain Castaher. Now I just thought it would be stupid but fun to just take all of these out, see how many like individual captain names the game can figure out. Such a stupid idea, but it still would be fun to try. Good. And you will still be a little bit stronger. I would love to go kill Faramir. That would be swell. If he goes up to position himself in that fort, I think these units might be able to kill him. Probably not, though. But I just think it would be so great to kill a family member and probably the faction heir, to be honest. We also have a lot of corsairs that I'm honestly contemplating sending to lay siege to, like, Lord Galen or Serelond or something. Oh, we actually have Calembel. We could just take a lot of... We have so many corsairs that we can move out and just lay siege to Calembel. And if we take it, swell. If we don't, we only lost a bunch of corsairs, if that's the case. So I actually think that's something I'm gonna do. Like, I don't risk a lot, but I have a lot to gain, so to speak. Beautiful. I have 1.1k left to use to do something fun with. And what I think is the most fun is training troops. We just need to think about where we can get so many corsairs in all of these places. We could also move out and take out this army. I think that might be a good idea. It's going to make us a little bit of money as well. Can deselect you. And then I think I can move with the rest. I just hope that we have enough movement points to move back into the settlement afterwards. Let's quick save. Move you out. Lower the tax rate. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna be... I'm not gonna risk it, actually. Move you back to make them happy, and then the rest of this army can move to kill them. And we should be fine. I don't think we're gonna get a man of the hour, but I do believe we should be able to win. They do have the Gondor Spearmen with armor upgrades. Ithilien Rangers with armor upgrades. They do have 33 Fountain Shield Guard. The cavalry, as usual, is probably the scariest one, and also, annoyingly enough, they have a bunch of artillery. So otherwise, I would have just started skirmishing them into the ground, basically. But now we actually do need to move a little bit and deny their artillery. We don't have any cavalry in this army, I think I just realized. So we will need to go maximum effort with our infantry. Start the deployment. This is an outrageously bad position. Talk about attacking uphill, which means that their ballista will have impeccable range. Much better range than we will. So, that is my entire, all of my melee forces. All of my ranged forces, and you, I will just have you chill big time in the back here. Okay, loose formation, please. Okay, for whatever reason you can't stand in loose formation, so let's just leave you like that. And we would also need to have them as close as possible, actually. I think this might be stupid. Let's just put them in absolute front line like so, and then just have everyone attack, basically. Pause. All of the melee troops, oh, not the Ar-Âdunâim sentinels, you get walking, and all the missile troops. This is actually a bit of annoying that the Ar-Âdunâim sentinels, they count as melee troops, while the seafarers count as ranged troops. I think that's a smudge weird. You spread out a little bit. Unfortunately, I do believe that the cavalry, my archers will be very vulnerable to a cavalry charge. And the ballista is gonna get a couple of shots in. There's nothing we can do to stop that. Do you actually have range? You do not. I want you to move so that you can start shooting at the Gondor Cavalry Militia. That's gonna be your assignment today. In today's episode, in today's class, your assignment will be taking out the ballista. And you are aiming for the Naru sentinels. Ouch. Spread out. Lose formation, so we don't suffer as many casualties. All of you need to get running, because the Beliger pikemen are so much quicker than you at just walking. You don't need to branch out that much. Go straight for that ballista. Look at all the shots that they're getting off. Ouch. You get running, and archers should all be shooting at the cavalry. You move up. You attack them. You get around and see if you can attack the Gondor cavalry. Actually, let's see if you can go for the ballista, because they are the ones that are going to deal the most damage to us. I'm happy that they aren't attacking the Númenórean marksmen, actually. And they caught that unit. Not great. We are actually losing quite a few troops just due to their ballista, I'm guessing. Oh, no. Look at that. God dang, that was a hit. We need to silence that thing. We desperately need to silence it. And what can we start shooting at? Shoot at the Ithilien Rangers, maybe? Okay, you keep shooting at them. Where are you right now? Move up. And you need to be doing something. Go after the ballista or something. And here, we are actually taking quite a few casualties, which I'm not very stoked about. Let's get you into tight formation and get you into a position where you can get some shots off. I'm also quite disappointed that we haven't killed more of the Gondor cavalry, seeing as we have all of our archers gunning for them. There we go. There we go. And they're just getting charges off like crazy into my Belaketh axe guards. Ouch. We have lost 12%. Killed 29 though, so I mean, we are doing something right, just not as much as I would want. Go after them. Now you can go for the next one, because I do believe we have silenced a lot of ballista right now. Maybe you can go for that unit. All of our infantry troop units are engaged in combat, which is great. Come on. How difficult is it for you to just shoot down some cavalry? I mean, this is super awkward. You have almost run out of ammunition, and you are not able to kill one unit of Gondor cavalry militia. You turn around and attack them. Then they should drop very quickly. Let's see. How are you doing? Run, please. And you are engaged in combat. You can go after the cavalry as well.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Yeah, we are losing a bit more troops than I would like. 16 to 53. Imagine that we are losing more troops in this battle than we were in the big one. Just because it's mixed up. Their cavalry is getting a lot of attacks off on us. You attack them. Maybe you can get some Actually, let's see if you can chase them down. You're fresh. You can blow the horn. We can have you start walking up here as well. You go after that. Oh, it's our archers who are so into the mix. Okay. You pull back, because this seems stupid. You are heavy infantry, so you could actually be doing a decent enough job against some Gondor spearmen. You keep chasing them down. So far, we have killed 67%. We, of course, need to get the 85. Perfect. That's a captain smushed. And you can go after them. Let's see. Are you fast enough to actually catch these units? Maybe we can get one volley off the territorial guardsmen and then try to cut off another routing troop. 17. Yeah, boosh. Yeah, that was actually a good hit. A fine hit. Anyone else we can run after? Go after the Gondor militia. I don't think we are fast enough to actually catch them. But you have a chance. Can you get a volley off as well? You can reach... Oh, you're just at the border of not being able to hit them. That was actually a good enough volley. Getting some kills. 82 right now. Try to get some charges off on them. Actually, run here. You go after them. Is there anywhere... You go after them. You go after them. There we go. Because you should be pretty fast. And you should be able to get a volley off there. We're getting a lot of friendly fire. Drop that. Run after the Lemedon clansman. 86. I would actually continue just to be safe. Okay, come on. You're not going to be able to get a volley off there. Maybe you actually will be. Okay, so that didn't work. Not a big fan that they had to get into formation just to get some volleys off. Come on, please. Okay, I'm just gonna hope that we have taken enough prisoners. Exit the battle. 89. Yeah, we lost 16% of our troops, almost 400, so much more than necessary. Not that much in friendly fire either. We just basically sustained a whole bunch of casualties. Fighting in line formation, many of our elites, Númenórean cohort and shield guard, got crushed. Look at this, 67 sustained, 23 inflicted. That seems so strange when the Númenórean shield guards are involved. Just taking 3 times or twice, almost 3 times as many casualties than they inflicted. And it's not like they were fighting Superman, you know? Either way, we won the battle, and I guess we're just gonna have to be happy enough with that. Because it would have sucked if that army were to lay siege with us, or lay siege to us. And if they were to get reinforcements and whatnot. So it's important to just try to clean out the armies that you can. And hopefully... Man of the hour. Yes. Awesome. We actually got a general out of that. Now we can try to retrain as many troops as possible. We don't have a meeting hall. We have a lot of things we need to build before we can even start thinking about this. And I'm not going to merge. We can't even retrain them because we don't have the ability to recruit them. But I'm planning on not merging at least. You are a cavalry unit. So you will be going out getting some towers in the next turn. I think we are as ready as we can be, will be. You need to go somewhere else as well because you're so beaten down. Somewhere where we can retrain you would be great. In the next turn, we are going to we are going to have quite a lot of money. And you cost a little bit, but in the next turn... Oh, okay, you can actually siege that settlement in 1 turn. So you move in there, and then in the next turn, all of you will basically be going to lay siege to Columbell. If they sally out, fine, whatever, you know. But if they don't, and we are able to deny them some money and some recruitability, that will be swell. Now, I think we are done with this turn. We haven't even done a single end turn yet in this episode, and we're more than half an hour in. I think we are as done as we can be. 1.4k though. And we still can't build anything worthwhile. Is it that expensive to build stuff here, really? Umbad. Here I'm actually going to start going for more military as well. Just because I would like the army of Umbar to be the one to move to take the ring. So we don't have to take units from the northern front to do that, basically. And now even Oh, we can get ourselves another general. Let's queue that one up. It will still be 3 turns. Great. Let's end the turn. Okay, it was a ship that I forgot to move. Gondor has fleet still. Absolutely crazy. That's another reason why we need to make sure that we actually capture all of these port regions or coastal regions. Are you trying to bribe Tirithraid away from me? That would not be very ally-like. That is stupid. Automatically resolve. Actually managed to sink that ship. Beautiful stuff. And Gondor, yeah. You cannot withdraw. Okay, so let's just fight it then. And now we can actually go for the Merchants Guild in Ethring. You want me to blockade Ostithil. I don't even know if we can get through to Ostithil. To be honest. We do have fleets. Let's see. But the problem is that we can't join up any of the fleets. Look at them. All of them have to be... Okay, you could actually join up. Look at this fleet. Really strong now. Good. Then you can start moving for Ostithil. And I am guessing that it's... this port? It's the one we can't get past, isn't it? Right. At least you can start laying or blockading Pelargir for now. And we are actually going to move to lay siege to that sucker. You join up with them. That is actually a decent army. So is that, though. Golly. That would be fun to see. We could attack this one. But I don't think we're going to win, unfortunately. And you guys can't join them. Can you? Maybe you can. So then we would have a full stack, but Gondor will have a lot of troops. Even Talon Knights, Fountain Guard, yeah. We are actually not going to take that fight, although we will be fighting on a bridge. I just think it would be hilarious if we were able to take Brethil and then just try to defend it, basically, against this army. But the problem is that Brethil, as you can see, they have a general. And they also have a lot of other stuff. And we don't know what it is. Still think it would be hilarious to try, though. And you do not need to reinforce that army. I would like you to move into that fort, though. Let's see, I need to start thinking a little bit now. You need... actually, you can retrain some stuff. Like so, and I would love for you to get not a conscription camp, but a warlord's hall. Culture is doing fine. Let's get the warlord's hall here. That should be good for us. Fanulon, you can also build some stuff. Let's go for... Okay, we can even train some more troops. Retrain the ships, sure. And train you... and get the Warlord's Hall here as well. We have 6k at our disposal right now. We can't recruit Liggity Squat here. You have the Dark Sanctuary. We will have the culture once the barracks is built. Now, how far can you get? Dol Amroth, beautiful. And then I'm going to queue up the retraining of you. Good. Soon we will have some nasty, nasty units in Dol Amroth. Swell. And you will get the guard barracks. More troops. Always important for us. Ethring, we are just plowing through our money right now. And here, I would actually like to go for the Warlord's Hall instead of recruiting these troops. Might be a good idea to just keep them in the settlement. So let's retrain some stuff. And I don't think... Is this really... They look so healthy. Why is that just removing the ability to recruit an entire unit? I do not think it's worth it. So I'm actually going to retrain them like so. And then just get another unit. Start retraining you. Now, I said that I would go lay siege to this settlement. Unfortunately, it looks like it's gotten some reinforcements. I still think it would be fun to try, though. And so start laying siege, and if they don't sally out, I will just keep sieging it forever and ever and ever, basically. Until they either sally out or give up, or we are able to reinforce it and actually take Kalumbel. I think that would be swell. Siakan, man, didn't even look at this settlement in the last turn. I'm gonna go back to Siakan. Ethelon, you got some Beligate archers. Beautiful stuff. Bardhan, spy. That is great, but I don't think you need that culture. So I am going to move you to Tirethraid because I believe you might have a culture problem. And I was right. Retrain, retrain. Yeah, it's only gonna be some weird armor upgrades or weapons upgrades, so get the healthier ones. Beautiful. And you should move to get a tower. And I don't want you to get killed, but sometimes we have to be a wee bit brave. Go up here, go up here. Just keep building towers and then move back to Tirethraid, please. Now, what do we have here? That's a diplomat, just getting an eye on Hadanur. Mordor still holds Eastern Osgiliath. That is swell. Now we just need to think about what we want to do here. Because this is... we can't actually reinforce them, although it looks like it, you know? Because it's going to be the same thing like it was last time. And let's keep going through the recruitment. Oh, it wasn't that much more. Look at all this. All the barracks, great halls, and guard barracks and whatnot. Gobel Mirlond, you can get some elite, so I'm going to queue that up. Archery range would also be swell, of course. We can get high tier archers. Let's queue that one up as well. All of the money is just gonna vanish the next turn. And roads would actually be good to help us move units quicker from the southern regions. But it's not a priority. Ethelond got the Great Hall, that's why we're moving with the guard barracks. And you can also get the archery range after that. Ethring, we have already started recruiting. Fanilond already started recruiting. Linhir already started retraining. And then we have Tarnos, got the practice range. And Tirethraid got the meeting hall. After that, we're gonna go for the Dark Sanctuary. And then it would be swell to go for like war barracks would of course be great, but I don't think we're gonna have the culture quite yet. It's a large town, so we will be needing a lot of Great Hall buildings. Either way, we will wait for the Dark Sanctuary first and foremost. Faction announcements, a lot of trait increases and retinue expansions, which is swell. I am the largest faction right now. Holy moly. Usually, a lot of factions are able to just go forward. How does that mean? They are able to expand very well, like Enedwaith, for example, or Dol Guldur. Used to be really good at expanding, but now I seem to be the biggest one. At least when it comes to number of settlements, I guess. Gundabad is the #1 military, used to be Mordor, so I'm not very happy about this. And Gundabad is the strongest overall, so we are whittling Gondor down, which I'm very happy about. Okay, that's done. Now I want to take a look at Siakan, because we have a general over here that can be used to get some visibility. Like so. This feels really good. Now move back into Siakan, and we have you who's gonna keep moving and eventually reach Siakan. We need roads here, actually. So after the leather worker, we should be getting the roads. 6 turns for actually not the roads. We are gonna get the mining network as soon as we are ready to build something more here, because that will make us so much more money. The corruption is redonkulously high, but I'm gonna get like the militia garrison and a lot of buildings to help decrease that a smidge. So maybe it's more worth it to get the militia garrison to just decrease the corruption instead. I don't know, really. I do know that I want to take this new general that I got, the one who's building the towers. And when we have the reinforcements of Captain Ar-Âdunâim, I want you to start moving to take Sturlurtsakand. Because that would hopefully be a sizable blow on the Khandish recruitment ability and whatnot. Let's quick save here. And we are broke as can be. Great Hall would be great. Would be very nice to have here so we can get the army barracks. That's the ones that we need to start focusing on right now. You could also get moving, actually. Should we move with an army to Hadanur, I wonder? But I do believe that we will be losing this army, so we need more reinforcements in Fanulond and whatnot. And you can... I mean, our recruitment is not the fastest. But we need to start reinforcing our frontline armies, basically. We will be getting some really high tier troops. But maybe not quickly enough. Just keep queuing up everything we can. Ooh. Oh, good, actually. I forgot to move my merchants. My merchant. I will be doing that right now. Let's see. I don't see any mines or anything. Do I get money from that? No. You know, you're blind from what you're looking after. So just keep going. I don't know if you're actually gonna be able to walk through Tharbad. I doubt it. So maybe we'll need to go that way. It's gonna take 50 turns before you actually will be making us any money. You somewhere where you're free upkeep, because although we do have some cash, I do not want to waste it just for nothing, just with no reason. So that's good. We will be making 16k, which feels just absolutely amazing. Now, let's quick save. We do have so many forts as well that would be swell for us to use. Now, I've been talking enough. And actually, that's what I wanted to do. I want to try to take Brethil with this army, but I don't think we will. So it might just be smarter to move back. Take this bridge. Stand on that one. Let's see. I always forget. Assault. See what you actually have. Okay, so it's not that scary. But you do have the captain's bodyguard, who we know can cause a significant amount of damage. You also have powers that are going to cause a lot of damage, and we don't outnumber you that much. So we will be denying, or we will be pausing that. And if we get attacked, I'm going to try to pull back with this army, because I just don't think it's strong enough to take on this gosh darn army. We need to start sending more troops over here. A zap. And let's have you... Let's see. Olamroth. All of those recruited troops can go to Tarnost. You... Or maybe it's quicker this way. I don't think so. You can go via this fort, and then in the next turn start moving towards Linhir and whatnot. And you will be laying siege to Pelargir. Great. Let's end the turn. I also might have to... Okay. Now, we are nervous about what Gondor is going to do at Brethil. If they are going to attack us, then hopefully we'll be able to just pull back, get somewhere safe. Harad keeps trying to bribe us at Tirithraid. You're not going to get it. I mean, I love you as an ally, but let's be honest, you have been kind of fumbling the battle with, or the war against Khand. This is not something we want to do. So I'm going to pull back. Then we might have to fight this battle regardless, unless I do a far withdrawal. I'm just going to do a small withdrawal. Automatically resolve. Yeah. Clear defeat. This is not great for us. Because we won't be able to pull back. But I'm just going to corner camp like a Okay, god Dang. We're just gonna have to do the best we can. And before I do this, I'll need to take a brief biologic break. So I'm going to just see you on the battlefield, I guess. Also, let's quick save. There we go. And let's fight it on the battlefield. Knowing what I know, we really shouldn't have checked the army in the settlement. We should have just broken the siege and skedaddled with our army. But can't always do the right thing, I guess. Now I'm also trying to think about where their armies will come from. And which one we want to go for first. Because they do have a shit ton of artillery. I'm gonna try to put my army up here, because I do believe the reinforcements should come from over... No, that's the attacking army. Then I think the reinforcements, the big blob, should come from here. Well, that's just... I mean, we're just gonna have to do this. And it's not gonna be pretty, and we're probably... Yeah, we're definitely gonna lose, but I'm still gonna try to deal as much damage as I humanly can. Both of you can stand on this side. Both of you can stand on this side. And then we have a bunch of infantry that I will be putting in front, like so. We don't really have any flanking troops. Yeah, we have you. Can be put on this side. We do have some cavalry. Unfortunately, one of them is our captain. But either way, we're just gonna have to do the best we can with what we got. Start the battle. Pause. So, this is the garrison of the settlement. They do not have any artillery. This is the reinforcing army, who has heck of a lot of artillery. And remember that they are the aggressors. We just need to ride out the timer, and we will have won, basically. But this army I would very much like to annihilate. You and you. Start moving, please. And unpause. All of you. Run into position so you can get a bunch of shots off. You run as well. You get into a position where you can attack some stuff. Archer militia. Yep. We're gonna go for a charge on them. Getting some cheap ass kills. And this is not... the general is not actually in this army, which is very good for us. So if we are able to kill them, then we have a much better chance of beating the army with a shit ton of artillery. There we go. Please. Get going. And cavalry, please get a good charge off on the arch militia here. That would be so swell. You start shooting at something, I guess. Okay, no. Get back, get back. And we need you to start running around here. You get into position. What was that? Okay, you're attacking them. Then we'll need to start doing some running here. It's not great that that the phalanx is so much better, is so much faster than the regular melee troops. You go after them. Ballista, for everything holy, stop attacking. You pull back. You pull back. Run. Why doesn't the double click work? And I did tell you to run. Why are you moving back in? Now you're gonna get absolutely slaughtered. Get back here. Get into position to charge the archers, please. You attack them. You attack them. Actually, you can attack them in the flank. You can go for them as well. So far, we have lost 4%, killed 8. So, I mean, we have actually been able to get some kills here. You go after them. And we need to get some hammer and anvil charges off here. There we go. And then get into position to attack them in the back. Fortunately, their allies are pretty slow. You... Okay, not you. You get out here. Think we can have a lot of you save your ammo right now. Okay, they are broken. That is swell. Go after them. You attack them in the back. Just take as many prisoners as humanly possible. And you attack the territorial guardsmen right in the side. You need to get ready to face another army that's coming from over there. Okay. Great. Keep going after them. You keep going after them. Actually, melee. You pull back.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their
Keep
men.
capturing them. That is great. The Gondor militia is not broken quite yet. And now go for... There we go. If he abandons his men... Come on, what are you doing? Increase the speed just a little bit. Come on. Good. That's something. Run back. Kill the archer militia. Great. They are broken. And the problem is a lot of our units are going to be super tired after this battle. You go after them. But so far we've lost 10% of our army though, which is not great.
Captured the enemy's general.
Enemy general captured. That should hopefully give us a rout. Beautiful. Take prisoners. And what are we doing over here? Good. Melee infantry, go after them, please. Just let the cavalry take prisoners. That is the sound of artillery. You pause all the melee troops. Get into position, and they are probably really freaking tired right now. Archers, run up to the side here. And so far, we have 11% left. Killed 37 of the total. Slow everything down. Come on. We need to try to get into a position to attack their artillery again. They're probably getting a lot of kills on us. Move up with the ballista just in case we get it into a position to get some shots off. There we go. Please be faster. You go after and charge into the catapult. You will be going here and then charging into the trebuchet. Just silencing their infantry. You start shooting at the fountain guard. Oh, they will be nasty, nasty, nasty. You guard mode as well. And hopefully we need you to be able to... Actually, where are you? You, I need to start doing some flanking instead. There we go. Catapult should almost be cleared.
In our favor. Victory will be ours.
There's so much artillery. It's just nasty, nasty, nasty. You can start shooting at them. You spread out into a position where you can kind of catch them. Oh, golly. It's the Naru that are taking a lot of the damage. There we go. You move out, and you shoot at the Talon Knights. All of these units will be... Oh. Golly, that hit was brutal. There we go. Are you done with them? Then go after the ballista. Trebuchet is no longer trebucheting. Then you can go after the next one. They have so much artillery. This is redonkulous. And you need to get over here. All of you, go for the Gondor militia. You need to get to a position where you can flank stuff. There we go. And you run up here. You can be doing some charges into their backs. Good. Now we have gotten them. You go after that ballista unit, please. A lot of their units are no longer using their artillery, which is great. And you go after them. Beautiful, because then we will be able to do a lot of these hammer and anvil stuff that we're absolutely gonna need in order to have a chance here. Fountain guard. Maybe it's worth it. No, I don't know if it's worth it for us to get some shots off at them. I don't think we have the accuracy, but let's try. Now you get up like so. Yeah, some of our units are actually starting to break, which is not good. Now, we need to get you into position to help over here. Please run. And we've also blown the horn. We have 32% casualties. They have 48. Okay, if they are running back to their artillery, then we are not going to be in a good position at all. Hopefully you can start coming back soon. You can start shooting at the archer militia. And you go after that ballista unit. Oh, they're just coming back, aren't they? You, I might actually need to do some charges into people's backs. Ballista units are just spread out all over the place. And Tirithir Wardens. So many strong units. Get over here, please. Why get... Oh, you broke? Why? That is the dumbest thing ever. Okay, so we are actually absolutely going to lose. Because if units are just starting to break out of nowhere... Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, if they just start routing for no apparent reason, then we are screwed. But remember, they have the battle time, or they have the battle timer against them. So I might just try doing something sneaky. Or something really cheesy, that is. God dang. Go after them. You can go after them. You can go after them. Their artillery is just nasty, nasty, nasty stuff. Get over here. What are you doing right now? Blow the horn. Nope, pull back. You attack them. You need to capture that ballista unit. Come on. And then we need you to attack something, I guess. You can attack the Talon Knights. But they are going to be just too strong for us, basically. We need to find and kill the general. I just don't really know who he is. Should have checked that before the battle started, actually. You go after that ballista. You kill that trebuchet. Oh, no, that's just the first general that was fallen. You go after them. If they broke, then kill them, please. Oh, so many units that are routing. And let's see, you go after them. That ballista is also broken. Then capture them, please. So they don't come back. Let's see, we've lost 59, killed 74. We actually have a couple of troops left. But the problem is that they have such high tier units that we are just not going to be able to break. No matter how much we try. You keep shooting at them. Let's see. Now, cavalry. Let's see if we can get a charge off into the back of the archer militia. Break them. Yes, there we go. You get into a position somewhere. You attack them. What's going on here right now? You pull back. And charge that archer militia. Just break as many as we can, basically. You be in guard mode. We are gonna need you over here. If we can just get a charge off into the backs of... Okay, where are you going right now? There, and then get a charge off into the back. Okay, no, run, 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 run. Why doesn't the double click work? There we go. That's a captain or general dead at least. But we're not gonna get the Talon Knights to break. At least now they're running. So I will use my cavalry. Charge down some of these routing troops. And I have so many casualties right now. All of you get into some kind of a position. I don't know what's going on right now. Why is it doing like that? Get over here. And you should be taking some prisoners. That is great. 75% casualties to 86. But remember, it's they who attacked us. They attacked us. And now you go after the trebuchet. I don't... Why can't we just... I don't know why we can't just get them into formation. So strange. So many units that have routed. Let's see. What's going on now? Anyone over here that we can chase down? Yep. Ballista unit. And over here, they are just chasing my units off the field. So now we will have some absolute high tier infantry against trash. Okay, everyone. Why can't we just get you into a line? You're not running anywhere. You get over there. You get over there. I have to do it like this for whatever reason. And you will be resting a little bit until they get back. Let's see. Something red for us to capture. Go after that unit, please. And I'm also contemplating just running around cheesing the everlasting fudge out of this in order to just make sure that we win. Come on. What the heck is the cavalry doing? I told you to go after the units over here. Man, I'm telling you. This is so freaking annoying sometimes. Okay. Move back a little bit. I know you're exhausted. Slow everything down now. You pull back because we're gonna need you over here instead. Actually, let's see if we... No, we're not gonna get everyone to run. Okay, what's going on? Where am I? There we go. You run out to get some shots off. You run off to get some shots off. You can stand over here. You can move somewhere. You can move over here. You are so alone. Start shooting. Don't even know who is the most reasonable one to shoot at. Balance of power is clearly not in my favor right now. But I am contemplating running around with my cavalry. Get a win that way. Just due to the battle timer. Get around here like so. Run back. Fight. Or just die, you know. We can always do that as well. I am telling you to run. Why are you not running? And they broke. Yeah, sorry I had to cancel the mic. Because I accidentally dropped a massive F-bomb. I think it's the Talon Knights who are... who scare their opponents, basically. There we go. Let's see if we can just get charge off or something. Not the Fountain Guard. That would be so stupid. The Talon Knights break units. So I think I'm just gonna cheese this one. Run away with my cavalry. Let's keep you off somewhere. You get a charge off in the back of the Tirithate Wardens. Now another one of my units broke. And can we get a charge off? Yeah, we actually lost more troops than we killed in that charge. So I'm just gonna cheese it, and I will be back when it's done. And here we are, maximum royale with cheese. So we lost 1,300 troops. Looks like we healed quite a bit, actually. A little bit of our troops were healed, and the AI, one army we managed to wipe out, but Captain Esgaldor, the one who had the that has to be the one with all the Talon Knights and whatnot, they actually survived. And in the end, it was crazy because the Talon Knights, they scare enemy units, so they just broke any unit they came in contact with, which was just insane. And Gondor Cavalry Militia 215 are the MVPs. That's actually halfway decent, but we lost a lot of troops in this battle, and I am not happy about using cheats, but I mean, it's a function in the game, and I'm in a little bit of a don't really care mode when it comes to using cheese if the situation calls for it. In this case, it was just running around with the cavalry. Execute all of them. Merchants Guild in Fanulond. Look at all the money that we spent. That is choices. Now, we could fight another battle here, but we do know what kind of units they have there. I'm just gonna do a quick merge, and then we will be using these units to fight this army, see if we can get a draw out or something like that. You could actually stand on that bridge as well. Let's try something here. If we put... I would like to just take that army out, basically. That would be swell. Actually, you can go this way through to Lynn here instead. A lot of things. I need to collect my thoughts a little bit. But I do think it would be a lot of fun to use this army to take Brethil. And then just send a bunch of reinforcements from Lynn here. I think I'm going to do that. Put you on the bridge. Have you joined by them. I still think this army is not strong enough to take them on. And then we take all of you. Join with as many units as possible. Okay, some of these are actually pretty beaten as well. Like so. And I can't take any one of those back. I wonder if the archers would be more useful here. I think I'm gonna do that. Like so. There we have an army. And in the next episode, I will start off with seeing if we have the movement points to actually kill that army. Let's see. You. I need you to blockade the port of Ostithil. But the problem is we can't get... Okay, I can actually... Here's victory. Sunk that ship. Awesome. But we will still need to fight another ship because this is Ostithil. So we won't be able to blockade that one. God dang it. Blockade Pelargi, and then I think we're just gonna have to accept that we won't be able to blockade Ostithil. Now we at least have laid siege to Pelargir. That is swell. And Pelargir looks pretty weak right now. So we should be just fine with this army. We have some high tier stuff. You can start moving towards Brethil. And let's see, you can be joined up by them. Ballista would be nice. I like it that we're actually moving troops. Now Faramir is coming along with a bit of an army. So I doubt that we will have the units necessary to actually kill him. Because this is just outrageous trash. You can break this siege and go for Longalen instead, maybe. So break this siege. Yep, lift the siege and go for Longalen instead. Just keep messing around, doing fun stuff. You can still just train trash. I'm wondering if we should put one of you in the fort or something. So close to getting these troops. Just keep getting elites. Let's see. I just forgot to check the recruitment messages. But that's fine. Let's just go through the messages so I know that I've checked them. Dol Amroth got the archery range. I've already queued them up. Gobel Tolfalas got the practice range. Maybe we should go straight for the archery range here as well, so we can get high tier archers. But High Palace would also be nice, actually. So let's let's do none of them and retrain the Dulgubalaks. Tirethraid, you got the Dark Sanctuary. Culture, Shlawel, 10%. That's not really good enough, is it? Is it? Let's think a little bit. An inn would be nice, would make us a little bit more money, and we will be able to train a spy here. So let's actually go for that. It would also increase happiness and whatnot, so not half bad. We train the ones with a lot of numbers. Okay. Yeah, the Dark Sanctuary. I've gone through all of my building stuff. And you build a tower right there. Go into Sia Khan. And you are so close. There we go. Move to Sia Khan. And then I'm just gonna create a trash army and move it north, basically. New family members, trait increases. Yeah, we had a lot of profits, but we just blew them all on stuff. Let's see, Dolamroth, we should be able to build something. Do we have any corruption in this settlement? No, we do not, so I should really... The militia garrison would be good because it gives more free upkeep, but we're not really planning on moving a lot of, or at least having a lot of units stay in the settlement, really. But we are building, not in Ethring. What can we build here? Quite a lot of things, apparently. Culture is actually halfway decent. Let's get a Warlord's Hall. And retrain you. Queue that one up. We need more free upkeep here, basically. So maybe a militia garrison would have been one way to go. But Ethring, don't really need to have that army that you have there right now. So let's take these troops, move them into the fort to have them free upkeep. So like that, we're going to save a little bit of money as well. Great stuff. That fort is full. I think we are done. We could build something in Dolamroth. Let's get a public fountain, for example. First building that's not like military-focused building that I've gotten in quite some time, to be honest. Right, that's actually something that we need to deal with. You stand there, and you stand there, and then we're gonna try to clear up some of these blockades. Good. There we go. And now move to the next one. That's gonna make us quite a bit of money. And I also realized that I just messed up the retraining of the Dulgulbalaks. I think that was around here somewhere. Let's see. Did we have any of these smaller ships? You can actually be retrained here. Let's get that instead of one of those. Then move you back here. So we get the elites trained first. Can we train the Dulgulbalaks here? We actually can, yes. So that's something we need to queue up. Which one is the most beaten? 13. Golly. Retrain it once we can afford it. So many of these ships have been just mercilessly beaten. But we put them in the ports so they can't be attacked anymore. Train some early tier troops. And like that, I actually believe that we are done with this episode. I would like to just move this army out. Do you have the movement points for Hadanur? You don't, but this army costs an arm and a leg to keep in here. So actually the inn might not be the best. Let's see if we have any spies to move over. I don't think we do, because all of them are in Fanulon, for example. What is your culture like? 68. That is good enough. So I'm going to move 2 of these agents towards Tirethraid to help with that culture. Tirithoros, your culture is #fine. And Lin here also has some agents. So I think all in all that's looking good. We just need the culture to be better, and then I'm going to move with this army towards either Hadanur to just keep attacking Gondor, or we need to see what's going on over here with the Voryags of Khand. I would love to see this border turn red. So Harad is taking it, but I don't think we're gonna be that lucky. At least Eastern Osgiliath is still in the hands of Mordor. And we will be attacking Brethil in the next episode. This ballista needs to be retrained as well. So in one of these settlements, I'm gonna have to build the ballista maker, and might even go for the catapult later down the line. So fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching the episode, and have a great day and take care. I will see you in the next one.